Hi, my name's Simon Bingham and this is part of my JNCIE Enterprise series on BGP path selection. I'm at the end, so we are now, I've been running through this here, all this BGP path selection from the website on Juniper, and I'm now at the end, and this is for BGP, prefer the path from the peer with the lowest peer IP address. So if all these other things match, we're now at this, prefer the lowest IP address. What does it mean? Well, we've already been through prefer the peer with the lowest router ID, so that really implies that we must be talking to the same peer. And what I mean by this is it's saying that if I'm learning something over, basically from the same peer, like R25 here, so what I've done here, you've seen it in my previous videos, I've just butchered my network to add an extra link in. And what we're going to do, we're going to set this up so we can test this. But I thought, well, at the end of the video, why not? Let's just show the complete process for configuring the BGP peers. You might want to skip forward if you don't want to see all this, but we're gonna do this from the ground up, and I'm going to configure everything that's needed, including IP addresses, the whole lot. So we jump onto R12. You'll get R12 to wake up. R12, be there yet? We'll start with R25 while R12 is booting up, I believe. Configure, edit, interfaces, gigabit Ethernet 0/6 unit 0 family inet address. The address I had chosen is, let's just put this diagram down so we can all see what we're doing. Just rearrange this a little bit, that's a little bit neater. Right. 10.0.1.160/.160/28. Oh, no, don't need to edit that, never mind. Let's get God, an idiot, right. .0.0.1.161/28. Why do I choose /28? Well, it's force a habit. I know in all the network diagrams and all the theory they tell you to use /30s as point to points, but in reality in enterprise networks, if you're using private addresses, why give yourself problems in the future? That's because I quite often have to migrate products from, say for example, just migrate old products in and old products out and new products in, and if you don't have spare addresses on a subnet, it's a right pain. If you have a few spare addresses on a subnet, you can do all sorts of things then in terms of migrating in new equipment. Right, let's go to R12 and see if this is woken up yet. Cool, fantastic. Set interfaces, gigabit Ethernet 0/6 unit 0 family inet address 10.0.0.0.16. That's not the same mistake again. 174/28. Commit. Right, let's see if we've got basic layer 3 connectivity up. Then let me go. Right, run ping 10.0.0.0.161. I don't make an IP address mistake there, haven't I? Configure, edit interfaces, queue. It's not working, probably did typos. I seem to be doing lots of typos today. Show. was committed, wasn't it? Yeah, brilliant. Right, we've got layer 3 up. So now let's configure the BGP peering. So let's do configure top edit protocols BGP BGP group AS40 show set neighbor I'm on 12 here. Got one edit group yes 30 show set neighbor 10.0.1.161. Right, we're peering directly with the interfaces. R25, let's go top edit protocols BGP group AS_30 in this case. Done that one again, haven't I? God, I'm doing very well today. Set group AS_40. Just go on for it, neighbor. What am I doing? Oh gosh, I was up very late last night, so let's just, not bad though, 7 minutes for setting this up. Okay, 74 is still active. Let's just see if that comes up. .0.1.174, that's correct on that end. Let's have a quick look on the other end. Show BGP summary. We are still looking for 161. Why is that? 10. Let's have a little look, see what we've configured wrong here. What have we done wrong? Oh, okay, I think I can delete the local address thing here because it's automatically going to use the interface address. Because that's going to cause problems. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to do it per neighbour. Okay. I think what's happened, because I've got eBGP relationships, I've had to configure the local address somewhere else as a loopback address. So I presume we can do it per neighbour. And what's happened here, what I've done to override that for this network connection, I configured a local address here. So this is basically what you'll see. Let me explain it. We got up one show. Somewhere here I would have configured the local address as yeah, there we go. So that's for my eBGP peerings, but probably don't need that now. Actually, look, because I've set that up locally there. So actually, there's two ways of doing this. We could probably do it on the neighbours, but what I will do, actually, I will remove that at the group level. So let me go delete local address. Actually, do you know what? I don't really like deleting things. Let's do edit. We're on 12, aren't we? Let's do AS_30. What I'm going to do, I've never done this, but I presume we can do set. Ah, look, you can. Tell you what with Juniper, every time you want to do something, you find you can do it. That's what I find personally. Whatever it is, they've got it. 18. So what I've done here basically, and we don't need that now, but I tend not to delete things. I'd rather add bits of it for extra configuration than start deleting things out. It's just my habits in production environments. You know, you delete things, it could have some unforeseen consequence. At least if you add something and make it more specific, you know you're not going to break the whole network. So let's just commit that. I think we'll probably have to do the same on the other end. So let's do this. 25. Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got a local address set up here, so let's just go edit AS edit group underscore AS underscore 40. Set neighbour local address 10.0.1.161. Right, now let's have a look. Run show BGP summary. Still not coming up, let's give it a moment. Oh yeah, it's come up, fantastic. Okay, so now I've got a neighbour relationship up. So R12 should be learning about this route from both these peer relationships, and it will have the same router ID. So let's have a look, and what I'm also going to do is, just for the sake of not causing issues, I might just well, no, it's got a low router ID anyway. So let's have a look at R12 and see what we're learning. See if we can demonstrate using the lowest IP address link. So if we go run show root 100.0.0.0.0.26. Oh, one thing is I didn't put the med in actually. That's a good point. We just whack the med into that as well on that interface. Edit interfaces, edit. And let me just bash the med up on R27 because I just don't. This isn't part of this exercise, so I don't want this one to be interfering with what we're doing. So while we're here, I'll just go top edit. So let's have a look at what we've got now to prove that last part of the R12. So we've got, it's saying I've got two paths to, and they're right at the top of the list here, look. I've got two paths going to this route, right? One is via 17 and one is via 161. Look, and we see here, there they are, look, 117 and 161. And they're right at the top, interesting enough. So we do show route detail. Let's see, they're both the same PRAS, which has got the lowest inactive reason update source, or I presume that means the lowest IP address. So let's just prove my point here. So it is currently using 17, which is a lower IP. So because that's the update source there, look, 17 versus 161. So one way we can test this is maybe to shut down the neighbour relationship of 17 on the other end. So if we just go to R25, and if we do show let's have a look. Edit group, sorry, deactivate neighbour. This is quite a great command just to take bits of config out for a bit. Right, let's go back to R10. Sorry, R12. And you see it is now choosing to go via 161, and the reason the others are not being selected is for different reasons, look, to do with comparing meds, right? So let's just finally prove the point. There we go, we're back to it again, update source. So it's gone back to choosing this as the next hop to reach that route. Okay, I just thought I'd make this quite long-winded. I hope it's not been too long-winded, but I just thought we'd go through the process of setting these things up. It's good to see it sometimes. And that's the end of my video series on BGP path selection. Okay, thank you.